So my favorite DI story happened shortly before the Christmas holidays. I remember being on the floor in the cafeteria, which has a number of our guests, and seeing one of our guests in particular. She was seated upright, seated quite proud, and she kept darting her face in and out of her jacket. I remember rolling my eyes thinking, oh no, she must have alcohol in her jacket. And walking over there slowly as I possibly could, just not looking forward to the situation. And as soon as I arrived, without hesitation, she told me that she actually rescued a bird, as there was a bird in her jacket. Now I laughed, of course, and decided, I made a joke of it really, saying, oh, her name's Bernie. I said, Bernie, I said, you know the rules, we're not allowed to have pets in the DI. And to my surprise, she took it much more seriously than I thought she would. She actually started crying. It's really a reaction I wasn't expecting. And she told me that she found this bird, it has a broken wing, and that she rescued it, and that she hoped she could keep it. Now, seeing her reaction, of course, I realized that the situation is much more serious than I originally suspected. So I straightened up myself and leaned in close to Birdie, and I said, all the same, we can't have pets in the DIs, but let's go to the river and we'll let this animal free. I said, we'll give it a good home by the river. And she called me on that. She knew that the animal wouldn't survive, just as I knew it wouldn't survive. And she said, no, she said, it wouldn't survive. We can't let it free. So I asked her, I said, what would you like to do with it? And here's what I found so amazing. She told me, she said, can we take it to the Calgary Zoo? I chuckled a little bit, but I did think there was some logic behind that idea. And I said, no, Bertie, I said, I don't think we can go to the zoo. I think the zoo will take your pigeon. But at the exact same time, I think it's a great idea. Let's give your bird a good home. So immediately I went into the day office and I made a few phone calls and actually managed to find a vet who was willing to take this bird in and care for it and give it a second chance. And that made Birdie's week. We managed to, through other support staff, managed to drive her. We managed to get emergency transportation for her and this pigeon to the vet, and it made her holidays, and certainly made mine. That's my favorite DI story.